here. Guaranteed a first-year head coach takes it home this year.
In addition to that, we know that this will be the 6th straight year that a team with the best record in the league will win a title.
Peyton, whether he's finishing himself at the rim or creating for others.
Thomas Wimbush from the corner. He knocks down a 3. And here is Musa, has played 8 games this year for the Brooklyn Nets. An open look in the corner, and Long Island has a couple of triples to open up the score. Musa makes a pair of free throws to extend the start for Long Island. It's at 8. Michael Frazier into the paint, and the recently signed Houston Rocket puts RGV on the board.
Family members and friends coming out for this one, former Bronx native.
Off the miss, the outlet is stolen by Musa. He steps into a 3, and Jadon Musa knocks it down. Opening quarter for Long Island.
There might be some boats on display a half hour west of us, but a 3-point parade here, and it continues with the Vipers in Hartenstein.
Williams backing down Hartenstein. That's the matchup we highlighted as we introduced you to the starting lineups. Pushing the other way is Peyton II with a beautiful and Musa on the move. No. Long rebound out to Tucker. He takes it on the move and attacks. Tucker to the rim, and he is denied. A helping Thomas Wimbush blocks it out of bounds. Contributor for Long Island.
Yeah, multiple stretches with injuries, but he's really developed as a shooter.
Backdoor, there's Wimbush from Pinson. Two-way deal with Brooklyn, has played a handful of games, 4 in fact, at the NBA level. Off the bench, Daniel Hamilton missed the lay-in.
Good chance Hartenstein would pick up the offensive board in the putback.
Late season pickup for RGV. Here's Musa, strong to the rim for the home team. Diagonally to Musa, extra pass, Wimbush out of the corner for 3.
It's just pretty basketball.
To Murphy. Amari Murphy into the game for Long Island. So is Jordan McLaughlin off the bench, and he knocks down a triple for Long Island.
The offense that got them here. They've seen the Nets connect. They feel pressure to take those 3-pointers, but they can win opportunities like that. So many guys can finish, including Johnson stepping in. Jordan Johnson, head coach Joseph Blair, loves how quick he is, love his poise.
Pinson, hesitation. McLaughlin corner, a triple. Long Island continues their hot shooting in the first quarter. Loose ball picked up by McLaughlin as part of that 2-point guard look. Newkirk joining the party.
Kirk's been a Swiss Army knife this year for the Nets, can do a little bit of everything and a lot of some other things, including that sweet stroke.
Long Island playing small and fast. What a finish.
And again, right now, it's a lot of the players coming off the bench for the Nets, flexing their depth as Hartenstein strikes now for the 2nd time. And they're facing a Vipers team that's number 4 in the league in scoring, but Joseph Blair is going to continue insisting they're a defense-first kind of squad. They just happen to have had the offense this year.
Follow, no. Numbers the other way. McLaughlin into the paint. Off the glass and good. It's a Texas thing. Diamond Stone is off the bench, and he puts it in softly.
Just knowing it's going to be all going to be a process right now. Try to take it day by day at this point and not really try to rush into anything.
Again, a couple of first-year head coaches, but very familiar with these respective franchises and organizations as Hartenstein trying to shake off some early frustrations.
4-win regular season.
And I don't want to overlook what RGV has done. You are almost reinventing rosters in the G League from one year to the next. Vipers always seem to be on the cusp, if not able to punch their ticket back into the finals each year.
Theo Pinson, the Euro step in the lane, underhanded off glass. 2nd on the other end. Here comes Peyton II one more time, off glass and good. Count it, plus the foul.
His coach, Will Weaver, will insist he's the best player in the G League. Peyton goes right at him.
A reload out to Frazier. That's another long rebound. That's back tap to midcourt for Johnson. He gets all the way to the 10 for 2. Both games by an average of 18 points. This is their first road game of the playoffs. Wimbush spinning up with the left and gets the bounce. The G League is all about in terms of using a platform to get better, to play better, and put yourself in a bigger environment. big sauce, an and one, and a shimmy.
Alan Williams, runner-up for most valuable player in the G League this year. We talk about that size. It's been working all.
He would be heading to China, returning to a league where he had previous experience. Johnson denied. There was Wimbush with the block and re-signed a two-way deal in January, just days after leaving the franchise. Hartenstein, the follow, and the rim rocker.
20 years old last year, really got a taste of the league as a teenager.
He could not be called up by any organization except for Houston if they wanted to put him under NBA contract. Johnson on the reload, knocks down a three. Couldn't finish at the rim, back to 5-on-5. Hartenstein open, letting it rip for three, and he knocks it down. Me on the bus. Stolen away. Tucker, coast to coast. Just an 8-point game. Long Island's turn to hit a big shot. Hartenstein going right at Williams and finishing with the left hand.
And a quick start here underway. We'll ask the chief of police back in Phoenix what she thought of that.
Michael Frazier from the corner knocks down a three. Hartenstein already a double-double. And Gary Payton the second. Hello.
Had that triple-double, almost a quadruple-double back the other night. This time, a ho-hum, 2 points added to his resume.
Growing up watching his father.
That's a high bar, and there's so many ways you can be a successful player without necessarily being.
Vincent Edwards, the rebound. He'll push it up. He was scoreless in the first half. Played just 10 minutes. Here's Payton. Got it for three. Slicing the deficit in half, and it's just a one position.
As you need to win your home court, it would be devastating if the Vipers somehow were able to steal one tonight.
Johnny Musa in the paint. Musa off the dribble. Working with Williams. Extra pass, Wimbush. Catch and shoot. That rims in. Thomas Wimbush knocks down the three on the one play that we saw. Here's Payton driving. Diamond Stone leaning in.
We would just see 2 games last year when the Austin Spurs would wrap things up in Ontario.
McLaughlin gets it to go. Best of 3 finals format. McCall, look away. Corner. Newkirk. He drills the three. One of 3 nets in double figures. 4:50 to go. Third quarter, and Jordan Johnson off the bench. Now with 14 points.
Ask a few of our impartial spectators here who got the memo of the new destination tonight, Hartenstein.
With the big follow. Or anybody like that here? What a move. Kamari Murphy doing it on both ends for the Nets. Mute Abidius, the younger brother of Luke Richard Mamute, currently of the Los Angeles Clippers. Johnson probing once again. The floater to go. Pinson pushing hard the other way and puts it in.
Well, the Nets will welcome a back-and-forth ball game.
Pointers in the quarter. Trying for another one there. No, Wimbush just outworking RGV underneath. What an effort by Thomas Wimbush. Rebound for Wimbush.
Alan Williams, flat-footed, just held his ground, went up like a middle blocker in volleyball with both arms.
McLaughlin knocks down a three. The G League for a couple of years now instituted in the NBA. And a familiar FIBA rule for all these international players, including Johnny Musa, led by 22 in the first half. Johnson on the dribble, unabated to the rim. To Fairmont State, was a first-round draft pick in the G League by Long Island last year. Return to Nassau County as Daniel Hamilton picks up the loose chains.
Currently seen some D2 players ultimately go on to make an impact. Last year, Derek White, who spent his first 3 years in D2.
RGV might have had the shorter drive tonight from their hotel compared to Long Island from their home. Just a 10-point game at halftime Nicely done by Roger Mutea. Thomas Winbush to Williams. Williams had the positioning on Walker. Walker underneath, twisting and slamming for two. Newkirk corner, no. Allen Williams takes it away and puts it in.
We're surprised he has available at the end of the season. Thought for sure he would be a two-way contract player by now.
Williams splitting the D and puts it in.
Obviously, you're looking at yourself being inside 7 minutes. See if you can knock down some shots on the perimeter.
These teams play so fast naturally that the Vipers are going to get some extra possessions to come back. But it's going to be tough if Musa continues to muscle it in like that.
Their wages, whether it be two-way contracts or full NBA salaries.
Jordan McLaughlin gets to the tin. Lynn's had the coach of the year in Will Weaver. Two players get called up as Daniel Hamilton draws the foul. McCall finished second in the defensive player of the year as Payton tried to throw down a monster jam, and Murray was there to deny him.
To be completely forgotten.
Wimbush underneath, Jordan McLaughlin. Nobody box out the 6'1 guard. The University of Southern California. Tim Bond seeing his first action of the game.
Had that big outing and a convincing win against Santa Cruz.
Jordan Johnson has been a factor off the bench. Pinson into the paint, goes to the left hand and gets the roll.
It's been averaging 20 this year. They haven't needed it.
Diamond Stone splashes down a three. Of Long Island, their offensive output just in raw numbers. But when you adjust for how fast they play, defensive rating is fourth. And so it's natural to ask Will Weaver about their offense as Stone knocks down another triple. It's the Long Island team just in their third year as a franchise.
Vipers claimed their last title, though, back in 2013. They've come up short as recently as 2 years ago for the miraculous shot from Theo Pinson. Again, that was a design play from his head coach, Will Weaver, Ethiopia, during that Civil War.
And one for Tim Bond. Final heave for Bond is off target. A 10-point Game 1 win for Long Island.